you realize Anthony Davis is going into his 8th season and he's only 26 years of age?
Yeah, I thought about his age too.
You know, Skip, the biggest misconception is that we think great players win automatically. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird spoiled us because they came out the box. Magic won his first year. He won then Larry won, and then Bird won, then Magic won again, and then the Sixers, then Bird, and then Magic, and they just kept winning. But if you look at this, Michael Jordan didn't win his first title until year 7. Shaq was year 8. LeBron was year 9. Kevin Durant was year 10. Is anybody on that list that I just mentioned Anthony Davis better than you? So we expected Anthony Davis to do what these guys, but look what he took. It took teams. Shaq had Kobe, LeBron had D Wade, Chris Bosh and Kyrie, Kevin Durant.
Wow, Shaq had Kobe. Yo, this is too funny, man. Shaq had Kobe. Damn, that's crazy. The narrative has always been Kobe had Shaq. Isn't that telling you that they both guys needed each other, man, to complement to win championships? See, when you put your bias blinders on, this is what they do, man. This is what the media does when to boost their favorite player. Look at that. Now it's Shaq had Kobe. But let's continue. Because Shannon's going to say something really important here that I just want to take into effect.
Had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond, and Jordan got Scottie Pippen. So and he had Phil Jackson. So Skip, I mean, it takes a lot. People just think you win automatically. You do realize that Magic had the MVP his rookie year. Kareem won the MVP of the league. So it's not that easy. He's absolutely right. He's not failed. He won a national title, and he went to a situation where eventually he just saw, I guess he...
Let's not also forget, man, when Kareem got injured, man, what did Magic say? Have no fear, 32 is here. Started at center, played, I think, all 5 positions in that NBA Finals in Game 6. Nobody talks about Jamal Wilkes because he had 38 points. But Magic had 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists at the age of 20. And I believe at the time he was the youngest Finals MVP in NBA history. And he won in his rookie season. That was very impactful. Without your best overall player, I mean, obviously those guys needed each other, man. But again, I just told you how impactful and great of a leader Magic Johnson is. I mean, are we ever going to see something like that again? Who knows? Maybe never.
Saw the writing on the wall, Skip, that I can't win here. And at the end of the day, it's not about making $220 million, $250 million. Although that would be nice and win, give me that. Give me my legacy of winning is more important than money. Because when it's all said and done, nobody's going to be remember, oh, man, you know, Anthony Davis made $500 million playing the NBA. How many titles we get? That's what when you play a team, when you play a sport, Skip, be it a team sport or an individual sport, Tiger Woods could have captivated, been great. But if Tiger Woods didn't win, Skip, we're not talking about Tiger. We talk about Tiger, yeah, because he was black and he won the Masters. But he won, and he won at a high level. We talk about Serena because she won and she's winning. Anthony Davis understands that. He understands that money is great and all, but I got to win. And he just went to the right place. He went to the right place to pick up, if you want to purchase some more Larry O'Brien award.
He went to the right place. We'll see about that. Give it 1 year. Don't be surprised if they start butting heads during the season, man. Like I said, look, Anthony Davis went to play with LeBron, with LA, but we're going to see what happens during the season. I don't want to hear, Lewis, you're a hater because you don't want to see LeBron succeed. No, I'm telling you, LeBron is doing all this collusion. He got the player that he needed. Why did he purposely tank in the season if he activated playoff mode? That's what I want to know. But y'all going to sit here and tell me that he's the greatest of all time doing this nonsense? This is the same dude that said, who goes out and gives his I'm a kid from Akron speech almost every post game and talks about how I would never cheat the game and that there could be a child sitting there, you know, wanting me to play. But this is the same dude who said in Cleveland, I've given 14 years about my body, mind, and spirit. I deserve to break. And if I need to sit out, unfortunately, that's just too bad. This is for a guy who supposedly don't take nights off. Yeah, okay.
Or go to the Lakers, because it's going to happen.
Really?
Yes, it is. And then what you going to say?
You said the Lakers were going to win 54 games. Remember? That's what you said.
doing all this, but you know what? I told you that energy that you have with your guy number 2. He bamboozled LeBron. He bamboozled
He
Lakers.
did. That's a good word for it.
Yeah, that's okay.
He did, Shannon, and you went off on Kawhi. What are you talking about, man? You was all with him. You was all pro Kawhi if you would have joined the Lakers. But then you bashed him as soon as he joined the Clippers because you didn't know he was capable of this. He's like a sniper. He's like that secret weapon, man, that you hold in a special case, man. Kawhi is that silent assassin. He's Assassin's Creed.
He took him for a big old ride.
Kawhi's happy. If Kawhi's happy, I'm happy. But I'm gonna be.
You wasn't happy when he chose the Clippers over your Lakers, Shannon, with your Hershey's chocolate bar and LeBron over there.
The guy that's happiest
Or should I say Hershey Kisses?
is the guy that's happiest at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I learned. Yeah.
He who laughs
Last, laugh loudest.
or best. Okay?
Wise words. Okay.
So,
Too much Henny and Black Mouth for you, sir.
here we go again on digging in. I dug in a long time ago from the start of this show. How many times did I tell you there's something missing in Anthony Davis? I don't know what it is. It's some intangible. It's some team lifting ingredient that he just doesn't have. Is he a tremendously gifted basketball player? You better believe he is, because he has become the PER prince of this league. He is.
I agree with Skip on that. And like I said, Anthony Davis gives you top 5 numbers. He's a top 5 talent. But I can't put him in the top 5 because in 7 seasons, he's been injury prone. On top of the fact that he's had very good teams and has only been to the playoffs twice in his 8 years. So if Anthony Davis could be the main driving force, and I just don't know if LeBron is going to allow that. If LeBron defers to him and allows him to take the reins of the Lakers without him trying to be the guy, thinking that at his age, because look for LeBron to try to win the MVP at age 35 to put himself with Michael Jordan. You don't think that they trying to set this up for that? And watch Nick Wright and all these clowns in the media talk about how LeBron just did something that Michael Jordan did, but he never did it in year 17. Stay tuned for that, and you heard it here first.
He is a dominating statistical player.
I agree.
Who doesn't have the dubs to go along with the stats. I think he's a very good young man. It seems like he has a good heart.
Yep.
And that's all. Like, there's nothing, I have nothing personal against him whatsoever. I just see what.
That's why I get mad about these fanboys. This is about basketball. This ain't about personal. That's what I don't understand. I can't fathom why dudes get emotionally triggered and they take it personal themselves when they don't even know these athletes. If I criticize Anthony Davis, dude, I just said he's a top 5 talent. This dude gives you top 5 numbers as a top 5 player. I'm just saying he's not top 5. And I just stated my reasons why. So, Kawhi me a river if you don't agree. That's just my opinion.
What I see or don't see. And in this case, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Wow. 7 years in New Orleans, not much to show for it. I was surprised that he would say, I haven't failed yet, because 7 seasons with nothing to show is a failure when you were the first overall pick. First overall pick.
So what was Shaq? Was Shaq a failure?
Okay, let's do apples to apples comparison.
Okay.
Let's do my Spurs. Let's do David Robinson before Tim Duncan joined him. He was there for 7 years.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He actually had an 8th, but it was injury plagued. But let's do his first 7 years.
Okay.
You look at their stats, you look at their productivity, their accolades.
Very close.
They're pretty similar. Because right away, David started.
Here's the thing that Shannon fails to understand. Skip just told you that he's a great PER guy. He just told you that he's a good kid and all that. What Shannon's missing the point is he's talking about in terms of winning. He's talking about winning. That's what he's talking about. Winning championships. Going deep into the playoffs. That's what he's talking about. His career is not a failure. Okay? His career winning up to this point has been. That's what Skip is talking about.
Started making all-star teams, and 1 year he did lead in blocks. You look at their stats, you look at their productivity, their accolades.
Very close.
They're pretty similar. Because right away, David started making all-star teams, and 1 year he did lead in blocks.
The first unanimous rookie of the
He was
year.
rookie of the year. AD's led this league in blocks 3 times, okay? And he's made 6 all-star teams. He did have an all-star teammate who had made an all-star team in Drew Holiday, right?
Right.
And then his friend DeMarcus Cousins,
Right.
Kentucky product,
Right.
obviously joined him, and DeMarcus had made all-star teams and then made one with AD
Correct.
in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at David Robinson. In his first 7 years, his team averaged 55 wins. 55.
Yeah.
So the average record of his first 7 years was 55 and 27. AD's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years in New Orleans, he averaged 36 and 46. Was he nicked here and there where he had this little injury and that little injury?
Right.
Nothing major, but always.
That's why I said it's a combination of the two. He was injured along with some of his injured teammates, but we can't sit here and say that he didn't have talent. That's what I always mention when I talk about Anthony Davis. And he was unable to fulfill, the opportunity to get the Pelicans to where they needed to go as the leader and as the best player on the team. And don't forget you have pieces like Rajon Rondo there as well. And, that's why that he was able to not, produce what was supposed to be at least getting the Pelicans deep into the playoffs. And what happened? The minute that LeBron came along, he said he wanted out, because even if he asked for that trade request, remember, it intensified and it magnified the minute that LeBron and him went out to dinner in Malibu. Like, yeah, that's right. When he took him out for that 2 for 20, 2 for 10 Golden Corral sale. Yes.
Always a little hurt here or there, missing games here, missing games there. Yes, he did. But again, David averaged 55 wins in his first 7 years, AD 36 wins. Something missing. So AD goes to the playoffs twice in 7 years and goes 5 and 8 in the postseason.
Okay.
David's team made it all 7 of his first years. They made the playoffs, and he went 27 and 26. So he had high wins. He also had high losses, but they did make it to the conference finals in 1995, the no Jordan year,
Right.
and lost to Hakeem's Rockets.
Right. Well, let me ask you a question.
David Robinson was the MVP that year.
Yep. He won 56 games. What did that get him? Did he get into an NBA Finals? It took who did it take coming in order for David Robinson to get over the hump?
All right, but whose resume do you like better? David Robinson, similar player to AD, or AD's resume in New Orleans? And there's no Pop yet either.
But think about it now. And Shaq was in Orlando with Penny. Mm-hmm. You do realize Penny was like a top 2 point guard at the time before his knees gave out on him.
Okay, I got you. I'm just doing apples to apples.
Yeah.
David Robinson to AD. Very similar players.
We'll do game.
I think in Penny's first 5 seasons, he made 4 All-Star teams and made first team All-NBA, I believe, 3 times. Penny was that dude, man.
Where I'm from, we don't count games.
No.
You got them chips.
Okay.
And people forget that when Shaq missed a third of the season, the first 28 games of 96, Penny was averaging over 30. He dialed it back as soon as Shaq returned, but Penny was having an MVP type season. That's how special Penny was, and he was playing the point guard position, folks, at 6'7", fundamentally sound. Just unfortunately, man, his injuries just took over, man, because he would have definitely been one of the GOATs for sure.
Okay.
You got the chips. How many chips in the bag?
You got them playoffs?
Yeah,
David Robinson had 7 in a row.
Yeah.
AD's got 2 out of 7 playoffs. Just making the playoffs.
Skip, you don't eat potato chips,
Uh-huh.
but I eat potato chips. You know, you go to the bag got all that air, and you think you get a bag full of chips, and then when the air goes out of them, you got like 5 chips in them. I'm like, whoa, what happened?
Not even half.
Let me ask you a
They're
question.
trying to save you for your
I don't
show,
want
right?
to save you. You done charge me $1. Let me hurt myself.
You know what?
Skip. Yep. Bayless.
Happens, you can't just eat one.
Of
right?
course you
And
can't.
you
They're
say,
gone.
oh, there's another
So,
one, there's another
I
one.
wanna-
All of a sudden you look and the bag's empty.
Exactly. And that's what happened. In 7 years, David Robinson winning 56 games, the bag was empty. Had no chips in it. Just like AD. But guess what happened? Lo and behold, I've been trying to figure out, how did, if San Antonio was winning 56 games a season, Jenny, can you tell me how would they land the number 1 overall draft pick, winning 56 games a year? That's never happened before, has it?
But did you also forget that they won only 20 games. Avery Johnson, David Robinson, and Sean Elliott were all out with injuries. So that's why they got the number 1 pick, Shannon. See? This is why these guys don't do their damn research.
Well, then, I told you the last year was injury play.
So,
Thank you, Skip.
if you're injured, there's a good chance your team is not going to be as good. And then you say that AD has missed 15 games here and 18 games there. And y'all,
Here and there.
So he was injured.
All I know is now we get to find out Just what is Anthony made
I know
of?
what he
The
is.
guy who has never failed, according to him, now is on the hottest seat in the NBA because he gets to
Did he-
co-star with your man.
Did he
Those are facts. Those are big facts, Skip.
win an NCAA title?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a big stage?
Mm-hmm.
Now you say the guy that's the
Shannon, stop talking about the NCAA and all this stuff. We're talking about NBA basketball. Yes, he accomplished winning the NCAA championship. We're talking about basketball. He's talking about winning a ring. The NCAA title does not matter at this point. AD's not a failure when it comes to his entire career, but when it comes to winning the big one, winning the championship in the NBA at the pro level, yes, he is a failure in that regard, yes, until he wins one.
number 1 overall draft pick now, he had a better career than AD. AD won the chip. AD won the chip.
Is he going to win another one?
Yes, he will. He sure will. And then what you gonna say then?
You know what happens?
And then what you gonna say if AD doesn't win a title and he bolts LA? What if that happens, Shannon?
Goat, as you call him, always needs a scapegoat, and it's
Will-
now Anthony Davis.
No,
Let's
it's
see how he likes that spotlight.
Yeah, after we win 56 games and win
I
that
can't
title.
AD gonna find out real quick this upcoming season.
wait till the first day you come in here on some random Wednesday and you say, that Anthony Davis, he's got to live up,
Never
man.
happened. Never
He's got
happened.
to carry
AD
his
got
weight.
it. AD got it.
I'm gonna
25
remember
and 12.
that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait for
And
that.
I will be at open.
Keep that same energy if he don't, Shannon.
I wasn't there last year,
Yeah.
but I will be at opening day this year.
He'll be
You're
your
gonna
new.
be there.
He'll be your new Kevin Love.
No, stop it.
Yep, Kevin Love.
Kevin
Here we
Love
go.
can't hold a candle to this kid.
Okay,
No, you
well,
stop.
okay. Let's
Skip,
see.
you ought to be ashamed of
You're
yourself.
going to sing a different tune.
And you ought to be ashamed of yourself for capping for LeBron James with this homoerotic infatuation, Shannon. It is very sad. To another man.
December, January, we'll
Nah,
see.
I'll be singing. I'll be
It'll be
singing.
fun.
I'm gonna go January.
Man, I'll be singing me a great tune come
Yeah.
June.
Got
Yeah.
so much to look forward to.
We're in the money.
Really?
We're in the money. That's what I'm gonna be singing. What about you?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Hey, no,
Hear me dream.
But you laughing now. But Skip, let's be real. I mean, it takes stars a while. Like I said, we got spoiled because Magic and Bird won so early in their careers. But for the most part, Kevin Durant was in year 10, Shaq was year 8, LeBron year 9, Jordan was in year 7.
I agree with that. And I mean, let's face it, Magic and Bird saved the NBA. It helped bring the NBA ratings. And then you have to include all those cream of crop stars that came in the 80s, man. But they saved the league. If it wasn't for them, the NBA probably most likely wouldn't exist. And if it still did, the ratings would be so low, it'd be the most unwatchable sport probably of all sports, had it not been for those two guys. I mean, historically the league has had great players, but again, the impact, the type of style, the flair, the charisma that they brought to the game. Larry Bird may have not been the most charismatic, but his game spoke charismatically, loud for itself. And then you got the most unbelievable in Magic. He did the same. Their impact is second to none when it comes to saving the NBA and making the NBA as the pioneer, as paving the way for the foundation that it is today. We can't forget guys like Dr. J, Moses Malone, and all those guys. But in terms of where the league was at to where the league it is now, Magic and Bird deserve a lot of credit.
You know what I wanted to hear him say?
What?
I failed in New Orleans. I will not fail LeBron in LA.
No,
Say that.
failure's not
Say
an
it.
option. When have you ever heard a great athlete say they failed?
Yeah.
Not often. All right. Thank you for watching. You can.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen, that was just great. This is by Skip and Shannon, Undisputed. So that is from, those guys from their channel. And I just wanted to do a reaction. I thought it was a very good video. We're going to see what Anthony Davis does, man. So it's going to be interesting once again. So him and LeBron, they got a lot of work to do, man. But they have a chance. No question to West. So as you already know, this is your boy Lewis back with another one. First reaction video ever.